Hello, beautiful family, and welcome into my channel, The Rare Gazelle. My name is Reem, and welcome into this very informal reading that I attempted to do yesterday, um, called Love Under the Eclipse. And initially, I wanted to do like just love readings, all signs under the eclipse, with a collective read beforehand for everybody on the heart space. And thanks, Mama. And that didn't really work out. And then I went live and I started to channel, um, and we received the Grieving Heart card. I guess Bunny's going to show it to all of you. And this definitely resonated a lot with me. First of all, I hope you guys can hear me. The Grieving Heart. Sorry, let me find it. Here we are. The Grieving Heart. And it says, open doors to something new. It's number 13. And while I was channeling this energy live with the collective, my sound got cut off and then it threw me off because you guys know how I flow. So then I attempted to go back live again and then just couldn't continue with the message. So here we are, third time's the charm. I feel like it is important to talk about this collective energy right now as we are under the eclipse. And you're probably wondering why I'm on the couch. So right now, as I candidly shared a little bit on the community post that I posted, just to keep you guys updated, I am grieving the girl that started the channel in 2017. I'm grieving the girl who started the channel. And I'm sitting here on the couch because this is actually how I used to do readings. I would sit on the couch and do readings most of the time. It was just very informal, as if you're just talking to a friend. And that's how I wanted, to convey divinity. That's how I wanted to convey spirit. That's how I wanted to convey your ancestors and your journey with the divine. Your journey through the veil is, it's not separated from you. It's as if, it's a friend whom is with you on the journey, on the path. And there's like nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be intimidated by. And I just kind of wanted to sit on the couch as a way, kind of, symbolism. Maybe it's a little bit poetic, maybe it's a little bit extra, but I wanted to sit with her on the couch because it's like hard to talk about. It's hard to talk about like who I used to be without shedding tears. And it's such a vulnerable, it is such a vulnerable energy. Your heart just cracks open. Your heart breaks. But this is not like a sadness. This is not a weakness. This is not a loss of power. This is not anything negative. In fact, it's powerful to feel the things that you are losing. And it's powerful to feel the things that you are grieving, especially, when it comes to self. And, some of you have candidly shared things that you are grieving, and it's, loss of loved ones. It is loss of perhaps even jobs that some of you have candidly shared as well, and money. And you don't know where you are going, and you feel like you are also losing yourself in the midst of this world, in the midst of your journey. But I want to convey comfort here in the space that you're not alone, that I too am going through this energy. And as I'm grieving, the girl who started the channel, she's still me. Like, she's still here with me. I wouldn't be here without her. Um, and the message here with this love under the eclipse, our hearts, our love is that our past most oftentimes leaves behind gifts for us to take. And the gift that my past self, the gift that she is leaving behind for me is courage. And I just remembered this courage. Like, it just dawned on me that that's what she's gifted me with. She took the courage to start the channel. She took the courage to um, step in, even though she wasn't perfect, and she still isn't perfect. Um, my past self really tried and took a chance on herself, um, against all odds. Because, like, I don't put out the most popular readings, I don't read in the most mundane way. And I took a chance after being hidden and not seeing and not wanting to see my uniqueness and my power. My past self took a chance on that, and she gifted that to me. And that's why I'm here able to sit with all of you on this journey with my changes and my gifts and my powers and my heart and my compassion and my empathy, love of myself and love for you, all of you guys. And I'm grateful for her. It's because of her that I'm here. And that is the gift that she is leaving behind. So as you are feeling these intense energies, as you are going through these eclipse energies and retrograde and life in general, you're grieving. I want you to think of what it is that you are grieving and what it is that you are losing, but not in a negative connotation, in the way of celebration, in the way of understanding what gift is that loss leaving behind. What gift is that person that you have lost, that loved one that you may have lost, or that past self that you may have lost? What gift are they leaving behind? And that is this energy here that you are bringing into your heart. That is the force that is going to open doors to something new. That is the force that pushes the door open or pulls the door open. Okay? So that was the message. And then my voice sound got cut off as we started to get into the tarot, but I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna take a chance right now, third time's the charm, to figure out this love under the eclipse. What else is here? We're gonna get another heart oracle. This is the Healing Heart oracle deck. Love letters to your soul. And that's why, like, I'm calling this love under the eclipse, because I feel intense love. I feel intense healing. I feel intense miraculous energies. Yeah, it says don't give up on love, heart. What do you desire? What do you desire? Yes, and you, as we're talking about the past, it says forgiving heart, don't let the past imprison you in the present. Number 16. Sorry, I may be shaking, but it is just a lot of energy. Um, so I channeled yesterday for Sagittarius energy, that some of you, did I say 16? Sorry, that's 36. Okay, so 2013 came up in Sagittarius's reading, so some of you may be closing out 11-year cycles. Okay, that's a very long cycle, but long cycles are not uncommon. I actually closed out a cycle that I started when I was 13 years old, and I closed it out when I was 31 years old. So very, very, um, very long cycle for me as well. Um, but this forgiving heart, don't forget to forgive yourself during this time, especially when you are grieving. When you are grieving any kind of loss, and I'm not a grief expert, um, I'm not in any way, shape, or form. So um, I'm just kind of picking up on the energy, but I do understand that grieving oftentimes brings up energies of regret and of guilt, and oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. And it's really important to forgive yourself during this time and to forgive others, okay, to set them free, to set yourself free. I was also picking up on a relationship under the eclipse energy that if you are dealing with someone here, if you are in a relationship or in a marriage or in a connection, and past arguments are coming up, or um, conflicts are arising, um, don't give up on the love is something that I'm seeing here. Don't give up. Forgive each other, because through forgiveness brings in inspiration, and that's this heart here that is being set free because it's inspired to bring in something new into the relationship, okay? Because forgiveness oftentimes does spark the Ace of Wands, does spark inspiration, because you talk things out, you forgive each other, and then there's this new energy that erupts, and you get inspired to start again, or you get inspired um, to continue the relationship. So that is heavily coming through. If you are connected to someone very strongly in a marriage or in a relationship, or any connections in your life, that you may resonate with that. Now, this is also internal forgiveness. Okay, don't forget, this can be taken internally and not just externally as well. And this is something that I'm doing. I am learning to forgive myself. Um, you know, I the thing that I am forgiving here, and again, I love sharing because I do believe storytellers are healers. I do believe that when people share their stories, it's healing for the greater good, like for self, but also um, for others. Um, when I started the channel, I compromised a lot. Uh, I compromise my authenticity for the comforts of others. I also, sorry, bunny's hair everywhere. I stayed neutral as much as possible so that I didn't ruffle any feathers. And I was talking about this on the live yesterday as well, before I got cut off. And are you okay, Mama? She has a sensitive trachea, my bunny. Oh, hold on, let me check on her. I'm sorry. Are you okay, baby? Okay. She's, she's humping. My dog is humping. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my dog's humping and she's coughing because she's humping and hitting her trachea. Yeah, that's my dog. Um, I'm not editing that. That's hilarious. Um, but I used to, what was I saying? I used to stay neutral, to not ruffle any feathers. I used to not swear. I used to not seem so like intense in the readings and the emotions that I was feeling in the flow with spirit, and the energies that I was feeling from you guys and my energies, like all like collided, and I feel these intensities, but I would kind of play it down to not seem so crazy, to not seem so intense, because I know how some people may not be comfortable with that. I know some people they're not comfortable when they see someone cry or their emotions. And I internalize that. I internalize that as, oh, that's me. That's a me problem. When really it's not a me problem. I'm just being myself. Um, So I tried, I was a people pleaser too. I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted to help everybody. I would respond to every comment. I would, you know what I mean? Like I just gave so much of myself to so many people because I was so afraid of being hated. I was so afraid of being disliked, and that's because I didn't like myself. And so this is what I'm forgiving her for, because she did the best she could. She did the best she could. And what I'm telling her right now is like, look at us. Look at us now, sis. Like, we're good. We're happy. We love self. We are authentic. We are powerful. We speak with conviction. We swear. We cry in readings. We feel the energy because that is authentic to us. And who gives a fuck if no one likes us? Who gives a fuck? It's not an us problem. It's not a me problem. It's them. It's a you problem. So, I'm having a lot of like conversations and realizations with myself, forgiving myself and really understanding and not giving up on myself. This is another thing, not giving up on myself. I did want to give up on this channel. A lot of you guys don't know that. I've mentioned that a few times here and there, but I really and truly like almost deleted my entire channel. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to come on here. I didn't want to continue. And, when people would ask me back in the day, they would be like, where do you see yourself in 5, 10 years? And I would be like, well, definitely not on YouTube, definitely not doing personal readings, definitely not, definitely not. Excuse me. And it's interesting that the more you avoid something, the closer you get to it. And I've been saying this a few times too. It's like that's how destiny works. Like when you avoid your destiny, you end up being at your destiny anyway. And it's this, again, I remember doing a Virgo reading, and I was sitting on the couch and I was talking about like no matter what you do, you're gonna end up at your blessings. And so that's this energy that I'm like living right now. Like, no matter what I did, no matter how much I tried to avoid this, I ended up here anyway, but I didn't give up on myself. I didn't give up on myself. I wanted to, but I didn't. I didn't give up. So if you have anything right now that seems very far-fetched, that seems out of reach. And this is, again, I'm getting a Libra energy now because in Libra's readings, we've been connecting Libra to really big dreams, to really out of the box thinking, to massive aspirations, like larger than life goals. And it may seem out of reach at first, but the closer you get to it, the more realistic it becomes. So there is something here that is realistic, okay? There is something here that you desire, that you are setting free into the world, and you're setting it free through forgiveness and through understanding what you are losing, the gift that this loss is leaving behind, to open this new door, to let your desire move through the door that the gift from your past is leaving behind, that has opened the door for your desires to now move through. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing your desires are moving through this doorway first out into the world, and you're going to see it cultivate, you're going to see it form. And believe me, it does form. It does. It does. Don't give up. Don't give up. And you guys helped me not give up too. You know, I didn't want to do personal readings. And then the more, the more that I started to see the trust between you and I and the collective, like all the collective, I started to feel the trust. The more trust that I felt from you guys, the more I felt like, okay, I can do personal readings. And now I have a 7-month wait list. And it's just, you know what I mean? So um, please don't give up on your dreams. Please don't. This is my favorite card in this deck. Give it a whirl, give it a try. Okay, there's gifts here from the past that are opening up these new doors to let your desires through them out into the world. Okay, that's this love under the eclipse. That's this love under the eclipse. Yeah. This is listen, this is the eclipse energy. Like the eclipse energy is this hothead vibration, and it's this energy of righteous rage, it's this energy of chaos, it's this energy of um anger and frustration, and there's so much here. But remember, you are the key, right? Remember that dream that I shared? Here you have the key. I'm seeing number 616, and 616 is actually my number of soulmates. 616 is the number that comes through when I feel soulmates approaching. So we'll get into love if that's where spirit leads us to as well. Um, if that's being unlocked here next, but just bear with me as I go through this message as well. Um, just like I can hear my dog humping right now. And it's just like, Mama, every time I do if yeah, most of the time, like when I do readings, I actually notice her doing that, and it's because she can feel like the energy, but it's like, oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just so funny to me. She's so cute. You get it, girl. I mean, yeah. So I had this dream, and I'm sorry if this is like repetitive because I've been like posting and saying this. I just didn't think that I would do a reading of the eclipse, but I do believe I'm kind of tying it all together right now. So I apologize if you're hearing things like over and over again from me over the past couple of days. But I had this dream that I said to my friend in the dream, and I said, um, do you ever feel like we need to walk towards storms? And then this spirit appeared who I've never seen before. And the spirit says to me, yes, and you are the key. So you are the key in the storm. Okay. You are the key in the storm. And it's through the storm in which we find our power, our strengths, our capabilities, our core, our foundation, our groundedness. Is almost like having all the tools that you have acquired through your journey, using all of these tools and using them in a practical way. It's almost like this storm, this eclipse energy is acting as a test for all of us. Like, what have you truly learned? What have you learned here? Because now is the time to remain calm. Now is the time to use your power to ground yourself in this chaos, to ground yourself in these forces that are erupting astrologically and within people around you that you can see. Maybe others around you are acting, acting very rampant with their emotions and reacting in ways that are, um, not cute. Not cute. Like you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I am very chaotic, but I never get to a point that I self-destruct. And that's this energy of like self-destruction here. Okay. Um, so this is like perhaps what you've experienced in the past where you have self-destructed or you've self-sabotaged. Um, I don't do this now, but now that I'm talking about it, I have done this in the past. I have self-sabotaged in the past. I have self-destructed when I couldn't keep my cool, when I couldn't keep my calm, when I couldn't stay grounded, when my emotions were not, sorry, when my emotions were not stable. So now that this eclipse energy is acting as a test. What have you learned? What have you learned? Use your wisdom. Use all of your wisdom practically now as you go towards the storm. Because when you use your power, that's when you unlock, right? Open doors to something new. Now you have the key to open the door to something new. I was also stating that some of you have gone through in 2016 some kind of betrayal, pain, and hurt in 2016. You're getting karmic justice for that now. Um, I also feel like the eclipse energy is from March 20th to April 16th. So you may be noticing, karma's very quick with you, or karma's really quick with others. Like karma has a very quick turnaround right now. But you also may notice that you're getting karmic justice for something that happened in 2016 for you. Um, it may occur within this time frame between March 20th and April 16th, or maybe this year. This is the first time this card has come out, so I love that we're getting new cards here in the space. I've never seen this before. This says commune with nature here. It's number 3. Let this simmer for a little bit because I've never seen this card before. Let me go to the Good Tarot since we're in this theme of nature. I knew I had to get this deck. I haven't used this deck in a really long time. There's something here that's sacred. I just heard sacred text. Sacred text. So you have unlocked a new door where this desire is moving through, this desire of yours, this longing of yours is moving through the doorway out into the world, out into nature. Do you see that? So this is moving through the door that you've unlocked now, and it's out in nature. It's gonna form. Okay, hold on. Because I'm seeing materialization. I'm seeing a sacred text. Ten of Fire. Yeah, a lot of this. It's interesting because it's sacred text, and look at the pages that are burnishing. Okay, so I'm getting a channeled message right now for Leo. Let's see how it works. Um, I don't know why I just heard Leo. I'm gonna say it anyway because it's connected to this. We're introducing it now. There's something here that's being introduced. It's a new sacred text that's being introduced to you because the old narrative is no longer being performed. You're not performing this old narrative anymore. There are people here that are performing this old narrative, but you are performing a new narrative. And I'm using the word performing. Why? Why am I choosing that word? Performing. It's like you were acting. because I don't know, is that like you thought you had to abide by these rules or abide by this text? And that's perhaps why this frustration, this anger, this rage is coming from. Because this is like when you relive the same story over and over again, or you repeat over and over again, it becomes very, like, it's traumatizing. It's and when your awareness is hyper aware that you are repeating old narratives and old stories, it becomes like, when you're so aware of it, I feel like it makes you even more angry because you're aware of it. You're not unaware to it, because if you're unaware to it, you wouldn't have an emotion associated to that experience, correct? So there's something here that you're no longer performing. It's like a script, a narrative that you have told yourself or that has been told by others. You're not living by these expectations or this text anymore. There's something sacred here that you are writing for yourself, that you are communing with nature, that you are communing with self. That is what you have locked. And this text is aligned to the desires, to the dreams, to the wishes, to the goals, to the aspirations that you have cultivated for yourself. That's the text that is taking form. That's this formulation. The high priestess. Yeah. I just heard they've seen it once before. You've seen this once before. Yeah. 20 again. And there's the moon, the call. 20. So you do have here, okay, so this is interesting. You do have your 2020, okay? 2020. So 2020 may have also been a really big year for you. I'm getting a lot of years here. I'm getting 2013, 2016, and 2020. Interesting. I'm also seeing 202 or 220. But these energies like go together. Your heart has heard the call. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on what you have seen, because you're unlocking it now and it's taking form. Don't give up on what you know. Don't give up on what you know. Don't give up on what you have been intuitively picking up on. This is not the time to stay neutral. This is not the time to stay neutral. This is the time to heed the call. This is the time to step into your power. This is the time to step forward. This is not the time to compromise your authenticity for the comforts of others. This is not the time. Last card. Yeah. There's Leo energy. So I'm like, this is Leo's message, that we will unfold more in Leo. And here you do have strength here, Leo. And patience. Wow. Sagittarius energy. Okay, so you have all major arcanas here. You have all major arcanas here. Oh, I totally just, when you like forget, not forget, but yeah, kind of. When you don't use something for a long time, you forget its beauty. That's how I feel when I'm working with this deck of cards, because I haven't used them in so long. I actually forgot how beautiful they actually are. There's a part of you that you haven't performed with, that you haven't played with, that you haven't brought out in a really long time, and you forgot how beautiful that aspect of self is. Don't don't give up on love. Don't give up on what you have seen, the beauty in which you are, the divinity in which you are. This this desire of yours, this longing, this version of self, this energy has been brewing very patiently inside of you here. And it's only been getting stronger and stronger and stronger with time. Time is a powerful force. Time is a powerful energy, much bigger than us. Like, I can't even, every time I think about time, it just spins me into like a loop. But I want to understand it. I want to understand its energy so badly. I want to see it visibly. And time is strength here. Time is strength. I feel like you got a glimpse. There's something about a glimpse in which you have seen this, or you felt maybe like a little light of this, because it's like, let me just hold up this card because that's what I'm seeing here. Like, this person is holding their chest. Like, you felt this presence, you felt this presence of self before. You've heard its call, even if it was like a small voice. Even if it was a small voice, like you've heard, you know, you felt or you heard its voice. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like this little whisper inside of you. It's like this little, you know, um, you've seen it, you felt it, and you heard it. And they're saying, don't give up on that. Remember how beautiful it was to see it, to feel it, to hear it. That's the sacred text. It's written by the self that is emerging from you right now. Does that make sense? So it's interesting because I picked this energy up from Virgo, where I saw the writing on the wall, and at the end of the reading, I realized that the vision that I saw with the person writing something on the wall was Virgo's higher self that they were writing. It was like their future, the higher self that was writing their soul contracts, and this is what I'm getting here as well. That's what I'm seeing here. Fortune's wheel at the bottom and the two of earth here that came out. It's interesting because there's the same like hand mechanisms that I'm seeing with these two cards. One is holding this circular formation to rid of the old story, to rid of the old narrative, to no longer perform with this, with what was written. I'm no longer performing the story anymore. And then on the other end, you're bringing in you're bringing in this new sacred text. So on one hand, you have the pages that are burning, this old narrative. And on the other hand, you have this sacred text. that's coming in, is the way I'm seeing it. I did see the moon earlier, and that's this love under the eclipse. It's like even these two energies like coming together, kind of like that sun and the moon, and you are the love. So the two energies that are here is like your past self and your future self, right? Coming into your presence, right? Coming in to forge a new presence that you have listened to once before, that you have seen, that you have felt, that you have heard, is now coming in. And I feel like that's so incomplete. And I heard and from spirit. And what? Um, the world. Yeah, more of this unlocking. You have here 21. What? There's so many major arcanas here. Am I like avoiding seeing this? Like, what is? I was on to something. This and you have the future. Yeah, three of fire, and then it like that thread disappeared. And dot 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 the world dot 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 is like it to be continued. It continues. The future continues. What just happened? Okay, hold on a second. This love under the eclipse. So we got this energy. Oh my god, I'm hearing that Spice Girl song, When Two Become One. I just wanted to, yeah, baby. Now I'm back for more. I know this song. I used to be like the biggest Spice Girl fan. I even had a Spice Girls birthday party when I was young. But they're only like I'm only hearing specific words. When two become one, I need some love that I never loved before. I just wanna make love to you, baby. Now I'm back for more. That's it. When two become one. When two become one. I feel like I feel love here. I feel love here. It's interesting because I'm also like, that's what I'm seeing here. So this energy is like playing out in different facets of your life. It's like coming in different forms. Your past, your future self, merging into your presence, into your present self, stronger, wiser. And then you have this energy when two become one regarding love. You know what's really crazy is like I have here four cards at the top because these all go together. And then I have three cards here. And then I have two cards here. I didn't realize that I was doing that. So that's 4, 3, 2. You know what? Just for the fun of it. What's the last card then, Spirit? We do also have ten of fucking cups and the Emperor. 10 of cups. When two become one. 10 of cups. 4, 3, 2, 1. And here you have the Emperor. You also have your 3, 3. Okay, I'm not gonna push this reading any further because that thread just like, and then I saw dot 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 and as if like something is to be continued. And there's something about like coming back for more. There's something about making love. Like I was also feeling this really sexual desire um in in the energy even when I was on live yesterday. And maybe that's why like my dog's humping so much like while I'm doing this reading. I don't know. Um there's a lot of sexual desire here, and this is also what the eclipse energies do as well. But there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of bliss, there's a lot of joy, that there's a lot of emotional fulfillment in this next phase. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment in this presence that you are embodying, and this presence is your past and your future self coming together when two become one in the present energy. The present energies are truly this now expression of everything. It's a now expression, and you're expressing yourself in the now moment in totality and fulfillment, and like everything is fulfilled. 10 of Cups. And this fulfillment is leading you into a connection with someone. Either you're already connected to them and it's going to continue, like, to be continued, like it's going to get stronger. There's more to the story, there's more to your story, there's more to a story here to be continued in the future here that's unlocked, right? This new world here. Oh my God, I feel like that thread just came back to me. This new timeline, this new awakening that we're channeling, this new timeline that we're in, there's a story here that is continuing on when you thought that you were just going to repeat stories, and that's probably what made you so fucking angry. But you ended those stories, that old narrative, and this new story is coming in. And this new story also includes the story of another, when two become one. So there's two timelines here merging. There's two stories here merging. There's two sacred texts that speak in the same way, in the same tone. You share a story, you share a timeline, you share. I'm seeing that here. Do I even want to channel that? Will they even allow me to? Like, I have the Akashic Records, Akashic Tarot, excuse me. You do have here the Emperor. Because I felt a really big emphasis on past, right? We started with the grieving heart, and then here you had that 10 of Wands with this old narrative. So do I even want, let's just try. Community, 8 of Roses immediately came out. There's that word like community. There's 18, the bird's nest. One more. The Queen of Forces. Yes, there's the solar eclipse energy, the lunar eclipse energies, the Queen of Forces. There you are. Okay, we're gonna stop here for a second. Okay, now we're shifting into this love. When two become one, right? When two become one, that's that eclipse energy, when these two energies become one. See, it's interesting, like something I'm seeing 818. I'm also seeing 88. So the Lionsgate portal is important here for this group if you're really resonating with it with this. But I'm seeing that something may have been left up in the air regarding this connection. So you may have started it and then it stopped for some of you. For those of you that are single and you haven't met this person yet, your love life may have seemed like it's been up in the air. There's something regarding love that's like it's up in the air. It hasn't come down onto earth just yet. It hasn't been like it's in the 5D, but it isn't in the 3D just yet. That's this king energy, and the kings are newly arisen, not female or male gender specific. But I know I have to do that king's reading after this. I don't know when, but they're ready to speak. Um, Hi, Mama. Hi, are you ready to speak? Come. You want to come here? Are you done humping? Did you have fun? Um, yeah. So something has been like up in the air. I'm seeing 418. There's something about April 18th. You could be in Aries. I'm seeing for again for some of you start stop. It's gonna begin again. Because I'm back for more. They're back for more. You're back for more. And if you don't know this person, you do actually know them in the 5D. That's 100. There's something about you do actually have your 333. I think. Yeah, 333. There's three people at the table here, and there's three birds with the mother. And I was picking this up actually for myself, where I feel like I'm moving from maiden to mother. And when I was live yesterday, there was also a beautiful member um, who also said that, and I didn't even mention it at that time. So that was a big confirmation of the message that I'm feeling personally, but also for the collective. So if you're a maiden, you're going to move into mother. Okay, you're going to move into mother. And if you're, again, like, if you're single, this person is going to come in because you have a contract to bring in children with this person. Okay. Some of you may already have children with this person. Some of you, if this connection is to be continued, like they're coming back for more, they're coming back for more to bring in these children. That's this bird nest to raise children, to raise the community, um, family. Let's see what else we get here. I feel like we're tapping into the sacred text contract. You have here 22. We're tapping into the sacred text contract. You're reading the sacred text here, and spirit is all around you that has guided you to this sacred text. You've been guided to this new book. You've been guided to this new chapter all along. You have been guided here all along. And there's like more coming to be continued. Like there's more books coming, there's more contracts, there's more fulfillment. 10 of Cups, like there's more coming. You do have your 222. Does that make sense? There's more coming. And I'm back for more. Yeah. Okay, last card. Okay, they got out too. Yeah, there's the kings. And there's two worlds at the bottom of the deck, and that's this two world energy that we were picking up on. Here's the kings of forces and the king of keys. See, the kings are newly arisen. They're arisen, not female or male gender specific, okay? But this is the king energy that I was picking up on, where they are ready to speak. Initially, I saw that they had tape over their mouths, and there's a lot of oppression and suppression that these kings were feeling, but now they're newly arisen. So that's leading us, and that reading will come. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys a native healing heart native heart healing oracle, since we're on the energy of love under the eclipse. I want to see, just close you guys off with this. So the next collective read will be the Kings, newly arisen, and then Leo, because I just got Leo's channeled message during this. See, look, record keeper. I just saw record keeper. So let's see the native heart healing oracle, please, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? Heart chakra. Like, you can't make it up. You really can't make it up. Like, I'm not like creative enough to make this shit up. Here you have, okay, so 38, which is 11. Healing, grace, forgiveness, and compassion. So, like everything that we started off reading. As she lights your path with the green healing ray of compassion, she whispers gently to remind you, I am ready to love unconditionally. This card brings you the healing blessings of the heart chakra. Breathe in the limitless love of the universal heart, and in every breath, know you are perfection. From this present moment, see yourself as whole and perfect. And that's this totality, this fulfillment that we were talking about, this wholeness, right? In the presence that you are feeling. This is the key. The key. Remember, you are the key to healing past hurts, traumas, grief, and feelings of unworthiness. And we started out with a grieving heart. Yeah, I'm going to walk you through all the synchronicities because this is crazy. This is a key to healing past hurts, traumas, grief, and feelings of unworthiness. There are no wrongs, only experiences. From the moment you choose to start living each moment via the love that you are, the miracle of healing begins to transform every cell in your body back to the light that it is. This master healer can also indicate an advanced expansion of the heart. Be open to a grand opening of your higher heart as it shifts to an even deeper level of love. Love is a precious gift for one and all. As with all healing, forgiveness through love is the only way forward. You are loved. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. The key elements here are emerald green ray, silver ray, golden ray, ho'oponopono. I've heard that before. High heart chakra and compassion. There is a heart chakra meditation here that I do want to read to you. Maybe you feel guided to do this meditation. It says, the beautiful heart chakra mandala is a master healer. As a reflection of your infinite self, your divine I am, it is awakening the deep memory that you have everything you need to heal. It is already within you. That's interesting because yesterday for Sagittarius, I said it has always been there. The heart chakra card can be placed anywhere upon the body as it will align with any ailment or discord and love all that it finds with the energy of the divine heart. Once placed on the body, this mandala will remind you that you no longer need to experience pain to grow. This is especially so if placed on the heart space. Once this beautiful realization is felt, you will return to a vibration of peace and love, and healing will begin. When placed on the heart space, this mandala will open the heart chakra further, reminding you that it has always been safe to do so. So you can just place your hands over your heart. You don't have to have this mandala itself, but you can like take a picture of this, um, and like maybe just meditate on the visualization with your heart, with your hands over your heart. Be open to a grand opening. That's this world. The world is expansion. There's a grand opening here that you're about to walk through as your higher heart shifts to an even deeper level of love. Sorry. So, this is the reading. I'm really happy I got through it. Now Spirit can just let me relax this Sunday. It's 2 o'clock as I'm finishing this. So I love you guys so much. I feel like I don't say thank you enough. But I really do. I love all of you so much. Um, I know I am, you know, I am learning to put up boundaries. I'm learning to not be so accessible, but that does not mean that I do not send you love from afar. That does not mean that I do not wish blessings upon you. That does not mean that I do not pray for you, because I do. I pray for all of you. I am learning that the environment that I cultivate here is an environment in which all of you thrive. There's a lot of people that come and they find me and I read the comments and they're in tears watching my readings. I don't have to be crying for them to cry. They just feel and they resonate so deeply in the energies being read that there's a release. And I'm starting to realize that that is my power, that that is my gift, that I have cultivated a space by being myself, by being authentic, by my power of expression, by my intensity, by working with spirit, by working with divinity within self, and with, heaven and the angels and the goddesses and the dark goddesses and the light goddesses, that there's a space here in which you can cry. There's a space here in which you can release. There is a space here in which you can thrive. And this space is open for you. It's open for you on this channel. And that is a direct reflection of the space within yourself that you have opened to. So that when the video stops, when the recording stops, when the reading stops, you have an open space, just even if it's just a little bit of a crack open, even if it's just a little crack, even if it's just a little crack. That's what I'm learning. That's the medicine. That's the medicine. So I love you guys, and I thank you for being here on this journey for me, with me. Truly, thank you from the bottom of my heart and my soul. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with me what you share with me. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for loving me unconditionally and supporting me, because I support you and love you in return. Have a great Sunday. I will see you real soon for the King's newly arisen collective reading, as well as Leo. All my love. Bye.